Hello and welcome to A Healthy Passion. We are so excited that you've decided to take this journey to creating a healthier lifestyle with us. So today I want to take you through the entire software and show you exactly how to get the most out of it to reach your goals. So we'll get started with the onboarding process, and you should have already filled this out if you're watching this video, but if you need to go back and redo it for any reason, it's underneath your user settings. So I'm going to walk you through it and we will go from there. So first thing you're going to do is give some information about yourself. So age, weight, and height. Make sure this is in inches. And then for activity level, you're going to select what you're currently doing. So if you're getting no exercise, you're just, active, but you're not actually intentionally exercising, you're going to do little or no. If you're working out 1 to 3 times a week, I would say lightly active. If you're working out 3 to 5 times a week, I would say moderately active. And then very active is going to be saved for when you're really intense with your workouts. And then of course, athlete is somebody who trains all the time. As far as weight loss goes, I would say if you're under 10 pounds, half a pound a week. If you're about 10 pounds to maybe 40 pounds to lose, I would say a pound. And then 30 to 40 and on, I would say 1.5 pounds a week. Of course, maintain weight is pretty self-explanatory. And then recomp and cutting, I'm not going to go into, those are more advanced. And then carb cycling. So this is a nutritional strategy that I love. I use it a lot with my one-on-one clients, and it's really, really great to teach your body to burn fat more effectively. So if you're interested in learning about carb cycling, you can check this button. I'm going to do maintain weight, and I'm going to do lightly active. And if you guys want to learn more about carb cycling, keep an eye out for the onboarding emails that you'll be receiving this week. That will go more into depth into that as well. So then you hit submit, and it will ask if you have any allergies. Again, if you forgot to do this or you didn't do this correctly, you can go back to your user settings and redo it there. I have no allergies. And then lifestyle preferences, I eat everything. Okay, so then this is a page where it's going to show you your macronutrient goals. So macronutrients are carbs, fat, and protein. And A Healthy Passion will actually calculate your needs to reach your specific goals. And you'll see here, mine are different on Mondays and Tuesdays than they are on Wednesdays. Than they are on Thursdays, and so on, because I'm carb cycling. If you're not carb cycling, it will be the same for every day. But essentially, it's going to tell you the exact amount of carbs, exact amount of protein, exact amount of fat, and calories to hit those goals. So then you'll go to this page where you'll watch the welcome video. Of course, we're watching it right now, so you've already done that. And then we're going to start planning. So this is your Healthy Passion meal planner. And this is where you're going to pre-plan out your week. And if you're not currently meal planning, I can promise, commit to it for a couple of weeks. It will change your life. It takes away the stress of what's for dinner. It gives you confidence that you come home after a busy day and you know what to eat. It gives you the empowered feeling of knowing what you eat is actually going to get you to reach your goals. So it is a game changer. And truthfully, it saves me so much time, so much money, so much stress. I can't live without it. So whether or not you choose to plan your entire day to a T or just plan out your dinners for the week, start with whatever feels good for you. But I can promise you, at least just planning those dinners and then planning to have leftovers for lunch will make such a big difference in your week. Okay, so there's a couple of ways to get started planning. So the first is just to start typing in what you're wanting to eat. So I'm going to start on Monday, and Monday for me is a low carb day. So if you scroll to the bottom, you'll see your goals. So this is the grams of carbs, this is the grams of protein, this is the grams of fat I'm looking for. And if you're unfamiliar with this concept, don't be intimidated. It's literally like pulling in a puzzle. So you're just going to add things and see how it affects your numbers. If you guys get overwhelmed, again, we've got a lot of auto features, which I'll dive into here in just a minute. So I like to have eggs for breakfast. So I'm just going to search the word eggs and hit enter and select the number of eggs I want to eat. I'm going to do 3 and add those in for breakfast. And then I love avocado. So I'm just going to start truthfully just plugging in foods that I typically eat or that I want to eat and add them into my day. And you can see here, every time you add a food, it pops up and shows you again, like this is what I have remaining. So you can make sure that what you're adding fits into those goals. So I'm gonna add my daily coffee. I love to do half and half. Actually, I'm gonna do nut pods because I like nut pods also. I'm gonna add those in with my coffee. So you guys get the idea. Maybe some cheddar cheese. Add that in there. And that sounds good for breakfast. So for lunch, I'm a big fan of, let's do tuna salad. I love tuna salad. And you guys can see here, when you search for things, you'll see a bunch of different options pop up. If you scroll down, so these are ingredients. And if you scroll down here, you'll see there's some with the AHP code next to them. Those are actually recipes. So you'll see, let's choose one here. I'm going to go for this tuna salad, and you can actually click on the title that has HP code, and you'll actually see a picture. You'll see the nutritional information, serving size, cooking time, ingredients, pantry items, tools, and directions. So if all of that sounds good, you'll just click this little check mark here to add it to your meal plan. So I've got my lunch. I think I'm gonna add some arugula to that. 2 cups there. And then I'm going to search for a recipe for dinner. So I want chicken for dinner. Now, again, here you can see there's different ingredients. I want ground chicken, roast chicken, grilled chicken, rotisserie chicken. There's all the options. Or if I want to search just for chicken recipes, I can click this clipboard. So if you want to filter through your search, you've got this will filter ingredients. This will filter recipes. So if I click that, you'll see where all these that pop up have that AHP code next to them, and make it really easy to just kind of scroll through and see what sounds good. So I think I'm going to go for that popcorn chicken. That sounds delicious, but I want to take a peek at it, see how it looks. Perfect. Add that to my plan. And you can see here, I'm getting closer to my goals. I still have a little ways to go. So I'm going to add some snacks. So I like to do protein shakes. And I added this one, custom powder and chia, because I do protein shakes with protein powder, chia seeds, and almond milk. So I'm going to add that. I love almonds. So let's go with those. Those are a good low carb day snack. Add some almonds. So you guys can see here, it's pretty simple if you're just typing things in and adding them. And then again, you can sort of cross-reference and see where you're at and just keep adding things. So add a little bit of beef jerky. And typically I recommend getting within about 100 of your calorie goal. So I'm looking pretty good here. And on low carb days, you also want to be underneath 50 net carbs. So my net carbs are good. Protein's awesome. So I would say this is a pretty good day. So I'm also going to show you guys how to plan using some of our auto features. So if you guys are like, Kate, this sounds awesome, but I have no idea what to eat, we have a lot of great auto tools to help make it easy for you to know what to eat. So the first thing you can do is click this autofill button, and this will actually fill in your breakfast, lunch, and dinner with suggestions. So you'll see here, it gave me a suggestion for breakfast, a suggestion for lunch, and a suggestion for dinner. And if you scroll down here, you'll see there's, again, still some things remaining to fill in. So this is where the fork and knife comes in. So what you'll do is you'll click this auto button, the fork and knife, and it will give you other ideas for you to choose from to help you hit those goals. So truthfully, this smoothie sounds amazing. So that's a good option. And you can sort of cross-reference like, okay, I need, this left. So I'm going to kind of look and see and choose things that are close. So that's a really good option. I'm going to add that in. I'm within 100, so I nailed it. I think I'm good for the day. But if you guys want to get another suggestion, you can click this, and again, it'll pop up with ideas that are going to get you closer to your goals. And honestly, 45, 25, 30, that is our ideal macro ratio. And the software helped me get there perfectly using those auto features. So that is the auto fill. Now, say for example, you're like, yeah, no, not a big fan of barbecue tempeh. You can go here, get your whole day filled in and delete it. And then use that fork and knife button that I showed you in snacks to give you other suggestions that are close for filling that in. So like here, the sweet potato turkey chili, pretty darn close. I'm going to have that instead. Again, that ratio is really spot on. So that's super helpful. If you want to take this day, so say for example, you're like, yep, love this day. I want to have the same thing on Friday. We have this really great copy button. So this is actually going to allow you to copy this day to any day that you please. So it's a really good tool. Say, for example, you're in a pinch and you want to hurry up and get your meal plan done. You can use the copy button and then just delete out maybe dinner and change out dinner so that you don't get bored, but you're in reality making your meal plan very, very quickly. So what you'll do is you'll select the day you want to copy, click the 2 pieces of paper, and then click the day you want to copy it to. And then I'm just going to show you guys breakfast. We'll swap that out, delete it, autofill with something else. This looks good to me. Add that in. And again, meal plan is done. Now, say, for example, you want to plan for Thursday, but you want to have the same thing for breakfast and lunch that you had on Wednesday. This is the clock button. This is for recent foods. So I want my leftover turkey chili for lunch. I want, for breakfast, oops, but you guys get the idea. I want the mush overnight oats for lunch. We'll flip flop that. Oh, I want the same snacks. So I'm going to click the clock here and add that Tillamook beef jerky and that protein powder. We'll do that. So you can multi-add there. And then again, oh, I don't know what I want for dinner. So I'm going to use that autofill to get some ideas of what would be good. And this looks good to me. So here we go. So that is the copy button and the recent button. Now, if, for example, you go to add like a brand name food, or maybe it's a restaurant meal. So maybe you get something from like Chipotle that you love. You can use this little plus sign button and add your own custom foods. And basically you'll look at the label or you'll look at their website and you'll just add the information as, you know, stated, and then hit enter, and it'll be in the software for you to use over and over again. So that is the custom food button. If you guys find, say you go over on a macro and you need to tweak. So like right here, I'm over on protein. You can use this little button here to edit the amount. So maybe I only want half a portion of this protein shake, and that will get my numbers, you know, a little bit better. Maybe I want 2 portions. So that is this little button here. If I want to add something to my shopping list, like an individual thing, that is what this little icon is to add to shopping list. And if you want to delete it, you click the trash can and it deletes it out. Now, say for example, your day is perfect or your week is perfect, you're ready to shop. You can actually click this shopping icon here and it will add your entire day. So what I like to do is just go to planner, click the day, click the shopping icon, planner, day, shopping icon, and that's how you'll shop your entire week. If you add everything to your shopping list and then you look through your pantry and you're like, oh, I already have coffee, I don't need that. I already have nut pods. Oh, I'm good on chicken. You can actually delete out things before you go to the store to make it really easy. And then as you shop, you can just go down the list and cross it off. You can also add custom items here. So if you need toilet paper, you can add that. I love to keep it to where my husband's logged in to our account, and so he can add things to the shopping list. I can add things to the shopping list. And then when I go to the store, I always have my list with me, because I don't know about you all, but anytime I have a paper list, I forget it at home. So when you're done with your shopping list, you'll just hit that minus sign, clear it off, and you're good to go. Okay, so the next feature, and I know this is a lot, so if you ever need to come back to this, it's under the user settings. You can always pause it, rewind it, but I promise you guys, this software does so much. I really want to make sure you get the most out of it. So let's look at the browse. Browse is designed for those of you who are like, you know what, I'm not quite sure what I want to eat, but I don't want the autofill to do it for me. I want to actually choose. So you can actually click this browse button and scroll through and see recipes sort of just like randomized given to you, or you can search in here. So say you're like, I really want some pork for dinner tonight. You could type in the word pork and pork recipes will come up, or you can do frittata recipes or egg recipes, you know, whatever it is you're searching for. It's a really great way to kind of narrow things down, be able to see pictures. This is chicken breast, and I really like this guy, so I'm going to look at it here. Looks awesome. And then if you want to add this recipe to your meal plan, you will click the calendar icon, select the day of the week, select the meal, and click add. So that's a really great way to build out your meal plan as well, is just sit and see what looks good. Click on it, select the calendar, add it to your plan. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to show you guys how to do is create your own custom cookbook. So think of your cookbook as like your ideal dream cookbook with all of your favorite recipes organized so that you can easily find them to plan. So you're going to click on this cookbook icon, and I just made up a name here, so ignore that. And you're going to hit create list, and you're going to name the list. So we're going to call it Kate's Faves. So we're going to do that and hit save. Maybe I'm going to make a list for chicken recipes or kids favorites or low carb faves. Like literally you guys can make lists for everything. The more specific you are, the better, because it's going to be easier to find them when meal planning. Then you're going to go to browse, and you're just going to start adding recipes to those lists. So maybe pork with pineapple salsa was a huge hit. Whole family loved it. I'm going to go ahead and scroll down here and click add to list. And then I'm going to select which recipe I want to add it to. So it's Kate's Faves or Family Faves, and then hit save. And then when I'm meal planning, it's a lot easier because I can go to my favorites list by clicking these 3 little buttons, click on that recipe, And then again, I can add it to my meal plan for whatever day I want to eat it. Another way to save recipes. So say, for example, you have a recipe, you're cooking dinner, whole family loves it, huge hit. You're like, okay, I want to make sure I put this on my favorites list for later. You can just click this little heart icon and that really quickly adds it to your favorites. So that way you can go to your cookbook and find it at a later date by clicking on that little heart icon and pull it up there. And again, adding it to your meal plan. We've gone through the planner, we've gone through the browse, we've gone through the cookbook, we've gone through shops. The last thing here is our user settings. So like I mentioned, if you guys want to redo your macro settings, like we did at the onboarding, you can go to calorie calculator and redo that here. Also, if you want to rewatch this video at any time, you'll click tutorial and it'll pull up all of our tutorial videos. If you need to adjust your lifestyle or your food allergies, you can do that. And then of course, subscription settings is here and log out is here. The last thing I want to talk about is making sure that you keep an eye out for an email that teaches you how to download the app to your desktop or to your iPhone screen, because I like to actually run this as an app where you just literally click like an app and you can open it up very quickly wherever you are. You can also log into app.healthypassion.com from any platform, phone, desktop, iPad, anything, and access your account just like you are right now. And you can access it anywhere. So hope this was helpful. I know it was a lot of information. Again, just choose to start with one thing, learn it, and then add something new. The software is amazing. It does so much. We're always adding new features, new updates. So if you ever have anything that you want to see added, from a recipe to a feature to a tool, I'm always open to ideas. Just email me, Kate, Kate, @ahealthypassion.com, and happy planning, guys.